ever noticed there's always a payment for something that you do or somewhere you live? Have you ever noticed that some fucking thing that always drives you to do whatever you want, there's always a payment for it? Say, for instance, where you live. Take, for instance, here in Newfoundland. In the summer it's warm, in the winter it's cold. There's snow, there's rain, there's frost. But you see, the thing is, here in Newfoundland, that's all we've got. That's what we've been living here for hundreds of years, and we've never complained about it. Why? Because if you do, ain't nobody gonna listen. Now the problem is, say for instance down in Florida, why would anybody want to live there? Because it's paradise. Have you ever noticed that when people live in paradise, there's always something wrong with it? Say for instance, you got Cuba, or better yet, Florida. Oh, you've got the white sandy beaches, you've got the coconut trees, you've got the lovely women stroll around up and down on the beach, but when it comes down to a hurricane, motherfucker, you better just pick up and run. Now the problem with this, what I'm trying to say here is, why is it that every single time somebody washes away a house, they don't move? You see, I remember watching on the news one time, this motherfucker, he lost his house 4 times down in Florida. You see, have you ever noticed that Florida is always shaped like a runway for all these hurricanes that are coming in like a friggin' plane? Hurricane Katrina, for instance. Now, she was a bitch. It doesn't matter if it's Hurricane Giselle, Tommy, Jimmy. If that hurricane's coming, I'm picking up and I'm leaving. But to top it all off is, the one thing I've always loved is that people, they just don't know the difference, and they never get the hit. For instance, this guy lost his house 4 times, and why doesn't he leave? Why doesn't he just pick up, get out that beach house, and head to higher ground? You see, the point I'm trying to make here is that there's always a reaction for an action. There's always a price you got to pay for doing what you want and living where you want. So the question I got for all of you is, what are you going to pay? You going to live down in Florida and possibly get washed out every 2 or 3 months? Or you going to make the best of it? Now, the choice is up to you. But before I go, I just want to let you know that there's always a reaction for an action. Best make the right choice.